What happened? How's it going, guys? It is MWT with another incredible video because we got some NBA recaps to go over. The December 7th NBA recap video right now. 5 games. Incredible, but really weird. I want to make sure you guys subscribe to the channel down below. And make sure you like this video too with post notifications turned on when you subscribe to the channel. We gotta head right into this video because we got some interesting games to go over. The first game, the Dallas Mavericks took on the New Orleans Pelicans. The worst loss in the regular season for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Mavericks win 130-84. I'm sorry, what? 130-84. New Orleans, their main scorer was J.J. Redick, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, for some reason playing the small forward position. And Dallas, their main scorer was Luka Doncic, of course, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 1 steal. Matchup-wise, the Pelicans were only ever up by 2 points. That was in the second quarter. After that, the Mavericks blew the game open and were up by 50 in the fourth quarter. They had a 40-point to 14-point third quarter, which was downright embarrassing. And they won all 4 quarters. So, I mean, it's expected. But the Pelicans are garbage. I'm sorry. And I thought this team was going to be a 9th, 10th seed team. No, they're 6-18. They're 14th. They're bad. They're bad. Y'all need Zion really quick. I don't know what to say about it. The fact that I hope Zion gets better and hopefully he comes back stronger than ever. Because when I go out there, I want to see him. I want to see him playing on the court because, that needs to be done. Now, the next game, the Knicks blew the game at the end, 104-103. They somehow blew it. They fumbled the ending right there. Indiana, their main scorer was T.J. Warren, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal and 1 block. New York, their main scorer was Marcus Morris Sr., 25 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Matchup-wise, the Knicks were up by 8 points in the first quarter. They let the Pacers go up by 11, and they started making a comeback, but then the Pacers started pulling away, and then they almost had them at the end, and they lost by 1 point because of a missed free throw. And they just, wow, the Knicks suck. The Knicks suck. I mean, I knew they were going to lose to Indiana. First off, I knew they were going to lose to Indiana. But to lose like that in a heartbreaking fashion probably says a lot about the New York Knicks organization as a whole. Okay, now this next game. It pains me to say this, but trade Kevin Love. Preferably, I have 3 locations for where he can go since he needs to be on a contending team. Trade him back to Minnesota. Trade him to Miami. Send him to Golden State. Those are the 3 teams that I believe should be on. Honestly, I want him to wait, though, until the offseason to make that move. But if they decide we're going to do it during the season, I don't mind. Just because the Cavs are, for real, they just stink. 5-18, you're 1 game ahead of the New York Knicks in the weak Eastern Conference. Seriously, this team is bad. Cleveland is bad. You don't want to talk to me about Cleveland was a contender in the beginning of the year. Yeah, as always. And then they blow it. Cleveland, their main scorer was Darius Garland, the rookie, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons, 34 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 9 for 12 from the free throw line, 12 for 14 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. He made another 3-pointer against the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you're Cleveland, you're asking yourself, do we literally give a 3-pointer to Ben Simmons? You got to ask yourself, what are you doing? Because I'm going to tell you something. Cleveland never led. They were down by 53 points in the fourth quarter. That's how bad this game got. They lost the game by 47. They lost the second quarter 41-18. I mean, even, let's say this. Let's say Philadelphia decided, you know what, we're not going to make a shot in the second quarter, and they lost the second quarter 18-0. They still would have won the game 100-94. That's how pathetic Cleveland is. That's how pathetic this Cavaliers team is. And that's why they need to get rid of Kevin Love. Because I am worried for Kevin Love. I mean, I don't want him to be suffering like this. This is eternal suffering. And it's sad. This is just sad. He doesn't deserve to be in that situation to begin with. The only reason why he's there was the trade piece so that he could be with that Cavs squad for 4 years. And then guess what happened? 1-3. Just bad. That's why, honestly, I think he should go back to Minnesota just because, probably help them greatly. A great homecoming, and the MVP returns. Now, this next game I got to talk about. Rockets beat the Suns 115-109. Phoenix's main scorer, Devin Booker, with 35 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal for Houston. James Harden, 34 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. He didn't actually have a turnover in this game, which was surprising. The Suns were up by 11 points in the first quarter. They blew that, and let me understand one thing. How is it that the Rockets were leading by 11, blow that lead midway during the third? They go up by 13, like a third of the way during the fourth quarter. They blow that, let them tie it, and then they go up by 12 again and almost blow it at the end. What's going on? What, man? It's like a roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster, man. Stop playing with my emotions right now. 13-point lead for the Rockets. That's where their largest lead was. And that was the second one. Phoenix at least kept it close. I mean, kind of. They weren't blowing leads. And now the final game. The Utah Jazz beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Shocker, right? 126-112. 126-112. Memphis, their main scorer, Jaren Jackson Jr., with 26 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And for Utah, a very well-rounded team because Donovan Mitchell was the main scorer with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but he had 7 costly turnovers, but they still won by 14. I'm going to say 3 players, Bojan Bogdanovic, Rudy Gobert, and Jeff Green all had 19 points each. Yeah, it was the second quarter that killed the Memphis Grizzlies, though. 37-18. Memphis was up by 7 points before the first quarter ended, and somehow they let the Jazz go up by 25 points in the fourth quarter. And, of course, they lost the game by 14. They tried to mount a comeback, but it was already too little, too late. Because, yeah, that happened. Now, honestly, I don't know what's happening with Ja Morant. He's sitting out a lot of games. I think he has, like, back spasms or something. And Zion Williamson has a problem. Honestly, I hope that they come back because they're respectively great players of this rookie class. Ja Morant should be considered more for NBA Rookie of the Year, even though he's now starting to sit out games. They got to work on it. And what else? Zion Williamson needs to come back at least before the end of December. If he can come back by the end of December, I will at least be like, okay, great. Now I have a shot to see them play. Because remember, I'm going to that Pelicans game versus Chicago Bulls. I know it's going to be a bad game. I know it's going to be a bad game already, but guess what? The Pelicans like scoring a lot, and for some reason the Bulls just like scoring a lot. So hopefully I get a fun, interesting game. Catch it live because I'm going to have a huge poster. I'm going to have a huge poster that just says subscribe to my channel. If I do, you guys got to subscribe. So please subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on, and like the video. So that'll be great for me. So, yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. More to come from MWT.